Mr. Deputy, I'm not a minister yet.
Deputy is 5 minutes. Sorry.
Last Concola, I'm very honoured to have got such a recommendation of you. Local democracy is at the very heart of the Local Government Amendment Bill 2017, which I am bringing before the House today, and I am seeking cross-party support for what I believe is a very important piece of legislation. The aim of this legislation is to ensure local communities have the final say in any proposals for a county boundary change that affects them. The bill places a requirement on the Minister for Housing, Planning and Local Government to hold a plebiscite on any proposal for a redrawing of a county boundary. The change to the local authority boundary can only take place where it is approved by a majority in the affected area. Many communities across the country have been affected by arbitrary changes to county boundaries. At a stroke of a pen, bureaucrats are changing the identity of a community without their agreement. This is very much an issue in Monksland in County Roscommon, as the Athlone boundary report could very well lead to an annexation of the Monksland area in the next 4 years, despite promises to the contrary. Over 27,000 people made submissions in relation to the Athlone boundary report. The people of Roscommon shouted stop. They were and are vehemently opposed to losing part of their county to neighbouring Westmeath in terms of cultural identity, sporting ties, economic reasons, etc. Indeed, a number of members of the Save Roscommon group are present in the gallery today, including the chairman, Tony Ward. And I want to acknowledge the tremendous work that they have done in this campaign to date, and I want to thank them for attending here today. Unless a stipulation from the boundary report are adhered to, then the controversial boundary changes could still go ahead in 4 years' time, Minister. Let nobody be fooled. This matter has been framed in such a way which could very well lead to the annexation of the Monksland area in 4 years' time, but this legislation I am proposing will copper fasten the issue once and for all, and only allow county boundary changes to be made through a vote of the people. But whether it's Monksland in County Roscommon or Townlands in South Kilkenny or Louth, the deeply held sense of attachment and belonging to a county is threatened by a decision in Customs House. This bill is all about local democracy. It will ensure that local people have the ultimate say on whether or not their county status is changed. Those decisions directly impact on people's sense of place, which has been shaped for centuries. Forcing communities into something they don't want will only deepen the cynical view of politics and alienate citizens from their decision-making process which affects them. This bill will empower local communities to make the choice themselves by weighing up local identity and economic needs. Local authority boundary changes cannot be about bureaucratic map-making or land grabs by adjacent counties. Communities have to be fully engaged in the process and have the final say on something that impacts on them. This Fianna Fáil bill will help to achieve, and I would urge my colleagues throughout the House to support it. And I would say, if we want to support new politics, if we want to be really democratic, let's support this bill and let communities, wherever this may occur, make their decision by having their own vote. Gormaigod.
Murphy. Is the bill being opposed? No. Agreed. Well, there's no debate, Minister Naughton. There's no debate on this. So the debate is adjourned in accordance with standing orders. Is it agreed that the second stage will be taken in private members' time? Yeah. Agreed. Thank you. We now move